All right, welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, we're walking through ICAST 2025. In fact, I'm going to show you not only some of the brands that I'm associated with, but some non-partner brands as well. You're going to meet some personalities in here. You're going to see the who's who of fishing in here. It's going to be a great one. All right, here, day 2, ICAST 2025. And the big ICAST awards were last night, and the energy division went to lithium battery power.
Let's go.
Man, it was proud to be there and accept the award for these guys. And we won with this power box. Will, I'm not going to steal any more of your thunder or your lightning, obviously, and let you talk about it.
Well, hey, we decided to come out with this battery thanks to Ben Lee, the engineer. But this is a hurricane relief battery, and we wanted to present it to the community to show that not only is it used for marine, but you can use it for anything, outdoors, hurricane relief. But the power behind this is a 2,500 watt-hour system. It's got 4 ports for USBs, USCs, but this can run a refrigerator for about 8 to 10 hours, microwave for about 30 to 40 minutes, make a cup of coffee. But in short, it is a hurricane relief battery. It also comes equipped with a 7-foot solar panel, and it charges in about 7 to 8 hours. And if you get 2 of them, you can reduce that. But once again, congratulations to LBP on your support and accepting the award for us, and we couldn't be any happier.
I'm taking one of these to Louisiana with me for the next 7 weeks because it never fails. The power goes out there a lot, and I'm not going to worry about it this year. I've got a power box. All right, we're at ICAST 2025 here in the PowerPole booth. And I'm talking to AJ, and there's the new PowerPole Vision. Now, for someone like myself that has an MFD, a piece of electronics in the boat already, like Raymarine.
Absolutely.
Why would I need the PowerPole Vision? That's going to be the natural question. Why do I need it?
Right. Well, I would tell you that this is the ultimate complementary device to your existing MFD. So this is going to give you a lot of functionality that your traditional fish finder is just simply not going to give you. With the full internet access that this unit's capable of and the over 3 million apps on the Google Play Store, the options are going to be essentially limitless as far as your different apps that you can choose to utilize while you're out there on the water. So whether it's the weather app, it's the tides right there in person, your social media apps. I mean, we've got this camera and microphone built right into the unit where you'd be able to quick snap pictures on the water, capture video, and send it directly to your social media. A lot of really cool features that you don't get with traditional satellite imagery, especially with, say, with Google Earth. Google Earth historical imagery is something that we use a lot to go back to, say, the best maps we can find, whether it be low water conditions, low tide, to help us find all kinds of different spots out there on the water. Everything ready to go right out of the box with the Vision, and I definitely think it would be an excellent complementary device to your existing MFD. It's got navigation. You can use any of our company apps on. I'm sorry, I messed that up.
That's okay. You keep going because we just cut it out.
You can use Navionics, OneWater, any of those style apps to navigate with the device, but you're going to have all that additional functionality of a social media device like your phone for sharing content with your friends and capturing content while you're out there on the water. So for someone like you who's always out there capturing content, sharing it to your social media.
Video, pictures, you've got access to right now real-time weather.
Yep.
And you could even log catches, so you can have live log catches on here. So
absolutely.
Hey, appreciate the intel.
Thanks for checking it out.
Now I know why I need one. Now you know why you need one. All right, day 2 here at ICAST 2025. I'm with Braden Shoemaker here at Raymarine. One thing Raymarine has done that has made me very happy is we have acquired Florida Marine Tracks, and now we have the entire state. We have the north end of the state. Yep. And I want to show you how intense this is when you're in an area where I live. I'm talking Chassahowitzka, I'm talking Ozello, I'm talking about Crystal River, Yankeetown, all those zones that seem impenetrable by most boats. Well, now you've actually got a puncher's chance of making it through there without getting a prop job.
You do, and it's good for people that are just new to an area. Yep. You know, they can look at these Florida Marine Tracks, they can explore new areas that they may have been afraid to go into before, like you were saying.
Well, I'm even looking at this, and we'll cut in some B-roll for you guys, but there's a lot of these areas that said recommended airboats only. I can personally tell you I've run my skiff through those same zones. You just got to pick, well, the right tide. So here we have some red trails, and then we have other trails that are marked in black. What is that really, how do you disseminate what's safe, what's not safe?
The red trails are really going to be your most recommended areas for you to travel from. They've been personally run through with other boats. They know that on the right tides and stuff that those are good areas that should be passable in a skiff.
And I noticed that, are we using crowdsourcing, or how do we know, like, there's skull and crossbones along some of these trails? Is that something that's built into every map, or can we integrate, like, users interface and they can add stuff to this chart?
So this is what's built into the chart.
Okay.
Right now is the skull and crossbones. You'll see little stop signs that tell you don't go any further. You're going to be on the beach for a little while.
That's right.
So all that's really built into the chart. There's different layers of stuff that you can turn on and off. Really make it as detailed as you would like.
And then really just the cartography is very accurate. It's nice and clean.
Yeah.
They've done a remarkable job with this stuff. And because I have a lot of familiarity with this zone, I can tell you this is spot on.
Yeah.
It is absolutely spot on. You're going to be safe. So if you're looking for something to make you feel more comfortable, you want to be able to go where you want to go and fish and feel like you're not risking your property, consider adding Florida Marine Tracks to your Raymarine unit, because I can tell you right now, all you Raymarine users out there, this has been the best piece of cartography that we have found in a long time for shallow water skippers. So
absolutely, the satellite overlay is beautiful. Finding new fishing spots, finding those oyster beds, the flats areas. It really is a useful piece of equipment to have on the vessel.
I've got one more question for you.
Yeah.
I'm really jealous of this unit. I don't have one this big. Can I take this with me?
It's all yours, buddy. On Friday afternoon, you can have it.
You don't want to pack it up.
No.
That's what we got here at Raymarine. All right, we're here again at another booth here at ICAST 2025, but it's one of my favorite booths, and this guy is a hammer. He took home two awards at the ICAST show last night. And I was jealous, but I was happy for you.
Thank you, man.
You really scored.
I know, and you took home an award as well, man. Congrats on the new rods.
The best saltwater rod. But he was telling me, hey, I've got some new product coming out. You got to stop by the booth. So we run over here and we look, and the first thing I see are these lure sleeves that I'm like, this is genius, and what you can do with them. So tell me about these, because this is going to be something that everybody wants if you're a plug guy.
100%. So it was originally inspired more on the freshwater side, just with the expensive glide baits, right? Because they're always bumping together, paint's chipping off, etc. So we were like, all right, how do we store these things and keep them organized and hooks from getting tangled, right? So it's a lure sleeve, so the bait easily goes in there. It doesn't come out, right? But if you want to take it out, all you do is squeeze it and it drops out. And then to put it back in, we have a little printed slide here so you can see which side to put it in, so it's a little bit easier. But you just squeeze it and you just go ahead and just drop your lure right inside of it. But we made a variety of sizes, so we did the larger sizes for, like, glide baits, larger plugs, etc. Smaller sizes for, like, let's say jerk baits, even crank baits.
Spinner baits.
Those
are
even.
A pain to store.
Exactly. So this one's really cool. You just can easily just pull it out. Then once again, you just kind of squeeze it, give it a little squeeze, and then you can just drop it right back in. So really cool different size options, so you can store all your variety of lure sizes.
All right. There was another thing that you and I had talked about probably a year ago about line management, and now you actually have a product coming that is going to take care of that.
So we have two different sizes. Right here we have the larger size in the booth here. It's a soft option, but it's also kind of hard. It's kind of rigid. It has some structure to it on the bottom here and on the sides. It's weatherproof, just like the Quick Cubes. It has a window so you can see into it, and it actually has, it's perfect for all your larger spools of line. We are going to make a smaller size also that's about half the size, and it's actually going to have holes in it. It's going to be great for leader, spooling, etc. You can easily just pull it out through the,
And what are these for here on either side of the handle?
Yeah, so these are actually attachment spots. So you can actually attach this thing and the smaller size. So let's say your lean post, or if you have a T-top.
Polling platform in my case.
Exactly. And so you can actually like attach it to that platform
and use it for spooling.
Exactly.
Or
100%.
just store it there and then pull leader off with the leader one.
Exactly.
You know what? You're a brilliant young dude in this game. You got a great brand, and every year you bring it. You always have something.
I have one more for you too,
Okay.
man. Yeah. And you're gonna laugh, but there was a ton of testing engineering that went into this because we had to make sure that they were waterproof, but you can still write on them and print on them, and it doesn't come off, right? But we're gonna have two different options. So we're gonna have either the colored ones or the white ones, and different sizes. So you can either add them to, let's say, the lower sleeves. You can add them to the tackle boxes.
Perfect for the tackle boxes.
Even add them, let's say, here on the line, so you can actually put them here above, so you know what pound test it is.
And they're waterproof. And you can write on them, and we're not going to have ink disappear, so we're not going to be putting 100-pound when we use 10-pound or anything like that.
Exactly, 100%. You can color code your gear and everything. It can go with the Velcro labels or the pull tabs.
There's no reason why you can't be organized anymore. This guy has made it happen. I mean, BUZBE has made tackle management and organization a snap. Thanks,
awesome.
man. Congratulations on the
CF.
big wins.
Perfect.
Expect more next year. All right, still here at ICAST 2025, and I'm going to admit there's a little nepotism going on here right now. This brand right here, Lateral Media, produces my television show and pretty much all of my social media, my YouTube channel, handles all my email and text marketing. They do a fantastic job for me. And I feel as if you're considering growing your business, moving it to the next level, you should try these guys out. They've got great still photography. They do your social media management, do paid advertising. They'll handle everything you need to solve business solutions, whether you've got a small business, a medium-sized business, or even if you have a really big business, these guys can create videos for you, commercials for you, any type of content, and their team is large enough to handle almost any job. So give them a try if you're looking for that. I just happened to pop in here to say hello to Cam, but then I couldn't help myself but add it to the video. ICAST 2025, now we have arrived in the Yeti, well, I guess it's a shack. It's not even like a real booth. It's an actual stage. Inside the booth, we have a Hell's Bay Professional. This is the giveaway boat that we do with a partnership for Captains for Clean Water. So this boat is going to be, well, in someone's driveway after we do the drawing at the end of this year. And it's one of the biggest fundraisers that Captains for Clean Water has, with association with Yeti, Orvis, and of course, Hell's Bay Boat Works, the finest skiff in the world. Now I want to walk you over here and show you some of our new Kyo Bags that are being just now launched here at the ICAST 2025 show. So come over here. Okay, now I'm going to show you a bag that they let me test. In fact, I have one right here. I use it as a content creator bag. I've got all my cameras and mics, water bottle, everything in this. It's virtually waterproof. I've been using mine for a couple of months now, but now they're available for you. You can get them in 25 liter, 15 liter, and soon to be 35 liter. These are really convenient if you're a backpacker, camper, anything outdoors where you might encounter rain, fog, just dampness, and you want to keep sensitive stuff nice and watertight with plenty of room, plenty of pockets inside, padded pockets, and the 35 liter will be shortly arriving. You'll see all these products start hitting your local retailers, or you can buy them online here sometime early third quarter. All right, there's one more I got to show you. We've always had the trail chair, the hundo chair, but now we have a beach chair. Let's walk out front and look at it. All right, as you can see, we've got our Yeti Tough Shore hundo chair. This is a little beach chair that folds up nice and tight. It's collapsible. It's got cup holders. It's built with the back that we have on our trail chair. Super comfortable. It'll hold up to 250 pounds. And about the only challenge I see with this one is if you're 6'5" like me, do you really want to sit that low to the ground? But if you're at the beach, you want your toes in the sand, feet in the clay, whatever Zach Brown says, you're going to want a Yeti chair. All right, moving on at ICAST 2025, I have been pushing through all these booths, but when it comes to eyewear, sport optic wear, wearing something that's going to help you catch more fish, well, there's no one better at it since 1965 than Smith Optics. Smith Optics does the absolute best job for those of us in the angling community, and you've got something new this year. You've got some, you know, I'm familiar with the yellow lens, the amber lens, the brown lens, all these polarizations, and that's what inshore guys focus on. But now something new is coming. What's coming?
This is our brand new addition to our Polar Chromics, our CP ChromaPop Polar Chromics line. We have an additional 2, but we have a new one coming out this October, actually. It's called the ChromaPop Glass Polar Chromic Rose Blue Mirror. And it's your all-day solution, as like the other ones are. We really want to give it that. I know so many guys, so many fisher people get out there so early in the morning and are out there so late into the night, coming back super late. We want to, and it's so bright out there. The conditions are so harsh, and you want to be able to wear your sunglasses all day. This is what that's for. And the rose base tint is great for those more overcast, low light, partly cloudy days. Because the rose naturally brightens the environment, but with the polarization efficiency at its highest and the clarity of the glass, the lens is really unmatched.
So, you know, I'm gonna pitch a scenario at you. Most days are partly cloudy, absolutely, for sure. So this is gonna be a lens that's amazing for that.
Yep.
But like, I like to fish over rock and sand. I live on Florida's Nature Coast. We have a lot of that type of marl bottom.
Yeah.
You know, we're looking for tarpon. We're looking for redfish. We have fish that sit still like snook and larger trout that sit in sand holes.
Brighter.
This is sounding
sands.
like the solution to cut the glare and
add the
kind of
contrast.
add the contrast and cut the shadow.
Yep. Yeah. No, it's really that contrast, heavy contrast need. Fishing sand, like you said, brighter, sandy bottoms, really going to cut that glare, so you can see the fish that actually match their environment for sure. Yeah.
Well, that's the difference of catching them and not catching them, Allie. I appreciate you sharing that with us. It's something that you guys are always coming up with something new. Nick Stanzik was actually the guy that told me to come check this lens out if I hadn't heard from it. Yeah.
Wow, that's a good validation.
You would think Sean would tell me, but no, I was reaching out to Nick about some Yeti stuff, and then he told me about the lens. So I'm glad I got to stop by, see what's new here. You guys are busy. All right, here at ICAST 2025, last day of the show, but I am in the absolute coolest booth in the show. And it's not because they've got a Tesla truck behind me. It's because the technology that they've come out with. Jared has come up with this AI measuring app for fish, for competitive tournaments, or if you belong to a fishing club. This is the ultimate D-Liar, and I'm gonna let Jared tell you how he's done it.
That's awesome, I appreciate it. So yeah, looking at a lot of the catch photo release stuff that was out there, one, we wanted to help tournament directors offload the management of having to go through all the submissions that come across.
Okay.
And so we built an AI program to basically help verify fish on bump boards and everything. From that, we figured out, hey, you know what? We don't actually need the bump board. Amazing, right?
Yeah.
So then we took it the next step. We built this program without the bump board. And in conjunction with that, we figured out how to measure the true size of the fish. So now every 21-inch fish is not gonna score the same. There's gonna be a unique score that gets applied to each fish, and it's all based off of biometric data from the fish that you've caught. So we're taking a lot of different measurements, you know, from the eye to the tail, the dorsal fin to the anal fin. We're looking at several different points on the fish. We take those numbers, plug that into a formula, spits out what we call a fish score, and it's unique per fish.
So that means that if you catch a 22-inch speckled trout in Florida outside of the spawn, and another guy in Texas catches a 22-inch speckled trout outside of the spawn, and you measure them both, they're not the same fish. One could score much higher than the other.
Absolutely, absolutely. That is the whole purpose of fish
doing
score.
this. So how does it work? How does you get that type of information? You got to take a picture of it. You got to set it on a bunk board. Can you show us?
Yeah, okay. Absolutely. So really, real quick, we'll talk about it. there's a ton of information that's packed into your camera of your phone, and we were able to kind of dissect the information that comes from that, from a photo, and we're working with video as well.
Okay.
And we're extracting a lot of that data. Using mathematics, we're able to pinpoint the position of the fish and then calculate a lot of stuff from there. So it's awesome, and yeah, let's take a look at it.
So if I pick up a fish, we're on the boat together, and you picked up your phone, and I were to hold this fish,
That's what's really cool.
just doing a grip and grin.
We can do it laying down, we can do it from a grip and grin, all of that. So
Lay it
I
on
just
the
pull
deck.
it up, hit scan, and boom, right there. Measures it out, puts the fish score, and it's good to go. So
I'm gonna measure this, because I want to know. Said it was like 14.4, 14.5, and it's 14 and a half inches on the board.
boom.
You're changing FlatsClass University as we speak, Jared.
I love it.
I can tell you right now, we're gonna do business with this guy. This is amazing. You want something for your fishing club, for your fishing tournament? Look no further. This is the solution. I'm telling you right now. What's your app? What's your web page?
Yep. So it's aiangler.ai, which we put it all together. AINGLER.ai.
Do it. No more cheating. No more lying. That's the answer. All right, one more stop here at ICAST 2025. I'm with my good friend Paul Payne. We're in the PowerPucks booth, and PowerPucks is something that got launched, what, just a couple of years ago?
For 5 years ago, we've been now.
5 years ago
Can you
already?
believe that?
So if
Yeah.
you're not familiar with it, it's a quick release plate for your trolling motor. And at this point, it is the only one that I know of that actually behaves this way, that has this setup where it's completely electrified, it eliminates all cords, basically minimizes corrosion to nothing.
Almost zero.
To almost zero. Clean look, safe, secure, connectivity is never an issue anymore, and looks great. I mean, what else do we have?
I mean, that's the thing. People for years have gotten used to seeing a cord leading out of their trolling motor and having to plug it in somewhere and having to drill a hole in their boat for a plug of some kind that they might change their mind, and then that hole's no good. I mean, you used to put your blinders on so you didn't have to look at this stuff, and now you don't have to look at it anymore, and it outperforms all the other alternatives.
So no cords, total safety issue there. Cords also create all kinds of issues with connectivity and corrosion issues. Those are gone. I can tell you personally, my $6,000 trolling motor sits on my boat all the time, and I can lock it on that thing and it never comes off, and I never worry about anyone taking it from me. I just don't know why it's just not on every boat as just a standard option.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more of them at almost every boat ramp, and they're all around here at ICAST on almost every boat that's here. And
Now
they're
here's a
everywhere.
question for you. If you have an older trolling motor and you're using their mounting bracket, how hard is it to switch? Is there an adapter plate to do that?
If you're using an RTA typical Minn Kota quick release bracket, there's no adapter plate needed. The holes
set it right on.
have been designed to retrofit, pull that bracket off, put ours right in there. All you need to do is just make that wire hole underneath. It gets sealed up with caulk, so that it's not a water funnel like some of the other plug and cord plug options are, that usually will run water down into your dry storage, so you don't have to worry about that anymore either. And the longevity over the long run, you don't have to keep replacing those plugs. I mean, we've got 160 guys on our team now, and they've been coming by here and thanking me because
No one's had any failures.
haven't had to replace their plugs like they used to 3 times a year.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. So if you're ever considering changing out your trolling motor, I beg you, don't do it without a PowerPucks. So that's all, folks. That is ICAST 2025. Hopefully you enjoyed all the booths that we passed by and showed you the product and some of the personalities that are a part of those brands. I'll see you at ICAST 2026.